In this lesson, I will explain to you the concept of random sample versus biased sample. So the random sample, in a random sample, every person or item has an equal chance of being chosen, right? In a random sample, we will consider each and every person or item in a question. Each and every person has an equal chance of being chosen. On the other hand, in biased sample, some people or items are more likely to be chosen than others. Right? So I will explain the concept of random sample and biased sample with the help of few examples. In the case of random sample, we will consider every person or everything or every item in a calculation, while on the biased sample, we will consider some people or some item. See, the first example is, suppose Elena put the names all all the conference attendees into a box. Then she drew 47 names out of the box. See, she put all the conference. So you have to be careful here, because each and every person has equal chance. Is this a random sample of the conference attendees? So the answer is yes. And I told you that if you say yes or no, there should be some explanation or logic. In a random sample, every person or item has an equal chance of being chosen. This is the definition of the random sample. Since every name had an equal chance of being drawn from the box, it is a random sample. Another example is, suppose Emma threw a handful of candies into the air, then collected the 27 candies that landed on the rug. Is this a random sample? Again, the answer is yes, right? So suppose he threw 100 candies. So out of 100 candies, he collected 27. So yes, since every candy had an equal chance of landing on the rug, it is a random sample. Third example is, suppose Carla pulled the first 102 consumers to use a new type of oven. So see, here is a catch. First 102 consumers. So is this a random sample of the consumers trying the new oven? The answer is no in this case. Why no? Because Carla pulled the first 102 consumers. In a random sample, every person or item has an equal chance of being chosen, since the first consumers might not be similar to consumers in general. It is a biased sample, not a random sample. Another example is, without looking, Bobby took 3 flashcards out of his box of flashcards. Is this sample of flashcard in the box likely to be biased? And the answer is no, right? Since every flashcard had an equal chance of being taken from the box. From the box, he has taken 3 flashcards. So every card has equal chance. So it is a random sample. It is not a biased sample. Another example is, suppose Ruby decided to interview 2 of the 6 city council members. She labeled their names from 1 to 6. Then rolled a 6-sided die until she got 2 different numbers, telling her which to interview. Is this a random sample of the city council member? And the answer is yes, right? Yes. And what is the logic? Since the number of each city council member was equally likely to occur when a die was rolled, it is a random sample. This is the last example. Suppose Ashley surveyed 12 newly hired police officers at the police station, right? She surveyed 12 12. In this, sample of police officers at the police station likely to be biased? And the answer is yes. Right? Why yes? Because in a biased sample, some people or items are more likely to be chosen than others. Since newly hired police officers might not be similar to other officers, it is a biased sample. So in this lesson, you have learned the concept of bias sample and random sample. If you have any question, please write down in the comment section and I will try my best to answer it. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel on YouTube, Sci-Mi Academy.